Alright gamers, let me give you a quick clip that I think sums up all of NASCAR 25.
Amazing win. Great work out there, driver. You're unbelievable.
Alright, the spotter just says monotonely I'm unbelievable, and that's it. You just look at the results and then I guess you go home. I have about 18 hours as of recording this, and overall I actually do really like the game. I think, like you can see here, the AI drives very well. The physics is pretty solid, especially for a simcade type game. It's not going to be a full sim, you know, it's not trying to be a full sim. You could play it with a controller. I think it still handles very well. I haven't had a whole lot of bugs or anything. My game's only crashed once or twice in the 18 hours I've played, so honestly not too bad. And iRacing, being the publisher for this, makes the track models obviously and the car models very good, extremely good graphics. Other than that, I feel like the game just lacks a lot of like soul and sort of like it has no feeling of passion in it, you know?
Time to go. Fired up.
Time to go. I need a little bit more passion. We just won that last race and basically nothing happened. The spotter is very monotone even when you win, and you can't do like a burnout or anything. You just go home. Alright, I'm gonna jump into each of the different sections of the game now. Don't get me wrong, I still like the game a lot. I'm still gonna keep playing it. It's missing a little something, a little like passion, a little bit to bring me back, you know? So your driver here is just a silhouette. You don't get any sort of image or nationality or background or anything. You're just a silhouette. You could put your name in, and that's about it. You do also get a reputation in this game. I don't think there's any way to make your reputation go down. It seems like it's just sort of a different type of XP. There's not a lot of reputation hinging on anything. It's basically just when you unlock each of the series, the NASCAR series. There's also sponsors in this game, which I think is cool, but once again, I don't think you could ever like lose a sponsor or get a sponsor mad at you or anything. I think it's just kind of slowly leveling up your money throughout your career, and that's about it. There is also car parts and car repairs in between races here. I like that they're in the game. I do think they could be a little more dynamic or anything. The car parts just have a certain set durability pretty much, and you use your work points to level them up throughout your career. I didn't really think about this too hard ever. I kind of just did what needed to be done. The car parts themselves are also interesting. You can level up your car parts. It doesn't really tell you anything about how you're leveling them up, how they're more efficient, how they make you faster. It's just sort of level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with generic pro, elite, select, premier names, which is fine, but I just wish I had a little bit, you know, a little extra, some sort of immersion somehow about how I'm actually upgrading the car here. There's the AI standings and the playoffs throughout the season. I don't have the best example on the screen here, but it's kind of usually the same, like 3 or 4 people who are always winning, which is fine and all. It's relatively similar to real life. I wish there was a little bit more variety in the mix of who's winning, but overall not too bad. Okay, the biggest pro, I think, for this game is actually the AI and how they race and the level of AI customization that you actually have. So you have so many options here, difficulty, all this stuff. I turned up the incident frequency a little bit and impact forces and stuff like that just to make it a little more spicy, but I really think this is a great thing for the game to have, a ton of customization here. And there's a ton of other customization in this game too, for all the different modes. You could change your quick race modes, you could change all the stuff in the career here, the race length, tire wear, all stuff like that. It's just really great. There's a decent amount of driving assists you can customize too. They're kind of like on a slider, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, overall I'm very impressed with the customization here. There's definitely a couple things with the AI that's a little bit weird. So on super speedways, if you just basically push the leader in front of you, you're just continuously pushing them non-stop, perfect draft, you actually break away from the rest of the field like pretty quickly. Like we have a couple AIs here behind me, but you could see in the bottom left there's a pretty big gap to us and the rest of the pack here. I don't know, this happens on different difficulties. I don't know exactly how to fix it. It's a little bit too easy to just push the leader way far ahead of everyone else and then try to pass him at the end of the race. I do have that here again, another clip of just me pushing the AI. This is actually a lower difficulty, which I feel like is almost harder because the AI is a little slower, so I'm kind of bumping into him a lot, but still, I mean, we're just two-car tango and pushing away from the rest of the pack, which is a little bit weird on super speedways. Even like on high difficulty, this can happen. I'm not sure about max 105 difficulty, but it's a little bit weird that this is a thing. The only other things I have to say real quick about AI and its difficulty, it seems like it's fairly consistent across most tracks. There's a few tracks that seem a lot easier to win. I think Kansas and Pocono, on my career mode, I just randomly qualified pole position and won the race on both of those tracks very easily. Phoenix, for some reason, seems a lot harder to win or even come in the top 5. Unless that's just me having a skill issue, but I don't know. The first time I ever played Pocono on the same difficulty, I won the race, no problem. So the consistency is a little bit weird, but overall I think it's actually pretty solid. And the only other thing I'm going to put up here is the wrecks and the incidents don't have too much variety. I mean, it's probably pretty hard to code in, but usually it's just the AI randomly spinning out like 2 cars in front of you. I have 2 clips of that here that I'll show probably while I'm talking about this, but at least they have incidents. It's cool that they have it. I wish there was a little bit more variability in them though. Okay, championship mode is next. I think it's cool to have in the game, especially the different kinds of championships. I was selecting the Superspeedway one here. I just like that type of gameplay. I think it's a little weird that they don't let you use your own like custom driver or team or anything. You have to use a pro driver. That's a little bit of a bummer. Online mode is, honestly, to me, it's fun. Obviously, in a public lobby, it's going to be crazy no matter what. It's just people all over the place crashing and stuff. The worst part about online is that the game's not cross-play. So I'm on Steam. I can only play with people on Steam, and there's not that many people on Steam. I wish I could also play with people from consoles, but I don't think that you can. The clip I was just showing was on the launch day of Steam. I'm recording this like 2 weeks later, and there's only one person online, and this is a Saturday. It's Saturday morning, or, you know, early in the day, not early morning, but there was only one person online. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about was the driver ratings. I'm not going to really roast these. I mean, they're just, you know, driver ratings. It's self-explanatory. I do wish they had some additional like info about the drivers, maybe what they're known for or what they're good at. Clips of them. I mean, just anything other than just numbers on all of them. If you're new to the sport and somebody looks at this, I mean, maybe they'll know who's good, but I mean, they're not going to know a lot about like the culture of the sport and stuff like that. It's kind of just drivers and some numbers. So I wish there was a little bit more like summaries about them or info or fun facts or anything like that, you know. Okay, and there are my thoughts on the game. A lot of pros. I think the AI is very good. The customization is very good. The career mode's still fun, even though it's kind of bare bones. There's just some stuff I don't love. The spotter is so bland. He almost sounds AI. He might not be, but that's how I feel that it is. That's how bland it is. But overall, I'm still going to keep playing the game. I still think it's a lot of fun. I wish it was cross-play also. That's a big one. Online is a little scarce for me nowadays on Steam. But yeah, overall, it's a step in the right direction for the series, and I'm looking forward to what the series has for the future, especially with iRacing as the publisher.